Hi friends, David here from Learn Stage Lighting, and in this video we've got ourselves the Eliminator Frost Bar Effects RGBW that we're going to unbox and then review. First things first, this review is all my own opinion. I did pay for this unit. All right, but even if I didn't pay for it, even if they sent it to me for free, it still would be my opinion. So what caught my eye with this unit, we'll just show you the box here, is that there are two versions of it. It's incredibly well priced, first of all, but it doesn't look like a really cheap fixture. So what do we have across it? We've got 14 LEDs across the front, red, green, blue, white, okay? Then we've got 4 little backlight sections behind each of those, okay? And those are RGB. So you can get this red, green, blue glow on the backlight and get a punch of a 3-watt RGBW LED. Not the brightest LED in the world, but not bad. And honestly, most of the time when you have a fixture like this, okay, which we're going to unbox in a minute, and you put it behind the stage, you often dim them down to like 10%. So who cares if it's not that bright? It fits the use case perfect. But what caught my eye with this unit in particular is that it looks like it's really well built and it's not expensive. If you want to save a little, there is also a version, we have both at Learn Stage Lighting gear, that has white LEDs as the bright 3-watt LEDs. It's a warm white, so it's like a blinder type fixture. And so you don't get that color mixing. You save a little cost. I'm not sure it's worth it, but depending on your use, it might be something that's up your alley. So let's open it up. Okay, nice box here from Eliminator. For those who don't know, Eliminator is part of the 80J group, and it's kind of, over the past years, as 80J has upped the quality and therefore price of their products, they've become, fancier, nicer products. Eliminator, they've stepped in and brought up their Eliminator brand to be a little bit nicer as well too, but kind of their entry-level stuff. So the first thing I noticed about this unit is that it does have a power con. Okay, so let's unbox this. And so I love that because you get units that are inexpensive, and a lot of times they have IEC plugs. And those can get loose and be unreliable, particularly on bigger stages where you got a lot of them, and people are maybe a little bit rougher on setup, etc. So let's take a look at what we got here, and then we're going to plug it in, get our first impressions before we review it in our next video. Okay, so we get a manual in the box, some silica gel, always good. Just get rid of that stuff, sorry for the noise. So let's take a look at the unit itself. Okay, its face is kind of a pretty hard molded plastic. Now, I hadn't really noticed this in the picture, but the molded plastic you can see here, it has an interesting texture to it. I'm not sure that's my favorite, but it's fine. It's got a yoke here with 2 knobs. Yeah, they're inexpensive, but they'll be fine. And then on the back side, we've got a power con in and through in DMX 3-pin. Okay, so you see that power con in DMX 3-pin, power con out in DMX 3-pin. They're not at the very ends of the unit, makes it a slimmer unit, but they are, available. They're at least not both right in the middle, so that gets them a little closer. Let's actually measure this super quick. We're going to go ahead and grab the tape measure. So the distance between the plug and the end of the unit is about 14 inches, which is great. So by time you come out of here, right, you come around this bracket and off to your next unit around that bracket, 28 inches between plugs means that a 3-foot cord or a 1-meter cord, depending on what you got, for DMX and PowerCon should work really well when you have units that are butting right up against each other. On the front, my other observation, which is kind of interesting, is that it's a split fixture. So there's actually a split down the middle. I don't know if I love that, but at the same time, when you have multiple in a row, it's not going to show. Okay. Other than that, you know, plastic, yeah, metal case on the back. And one of the concerns I saw online was about the fan. People said, how loud is the fan? Right? So we're about to find out. And so, go ahead and plug this in with our power con here. It is kind of short, but it's fine. Probably 1 meter. And so we've got it plugged in. Just want to give you my first impressions on the fan noise. So at first boot up, the fan is slightly vigorous. Now it's on the back, so if I have this facing like in a church, you know, it would be facing the back wall. And by the time you get around to the front of the fixture, and this is key, the fan is actually really quiet. Also, just to show you, I see it here in my second camera, the texture on the front of the units, you can see really well here. We can mess with the focus here. Ooh, ooh. And so you can see the texture of the front. I don't hate it. I don't love it. It's fine. And then the mounting bracket, while we're here, has 3 mounting holes. So you could do a single clamp, but you could do 2 clamps if you're going vertical to keep them in line with each other. If you need to do 2 clamps, you know, you could do 2 here, you could do 2 there, you could do 2 Y. A lot of good options there. It's not a very heavy fixture, so 1 clamp is going to hold it fine. This bracket's built fine enough that 1 clamp will be fine, but you've got that option there when available. Awesome. So we're going to go to the review next, but I just want to go here and get it in some kind of auto mode. There's always an auto mode. There it is. Let's turn it on, take a quick look, see what we think about it. Okay, so we can see here that it definitely looks like candy. We're able to see the backlight having a different color than the front. I don't know how visible that is there. It's a little bit more visible in our other camera, where we are able to get some different looks out of it. And definitely in our review, we're going to pull it up in Onyx and Pixel Mac it and see what we can get out of it. But on auto mode, it's pretty impressive. If we were to light a backdrop with it, let's see if my cord will get there. That is definitely not its intended purpose. Like here, I'll put it on my sidewall real quick. I know you guys can't see it. Yeah, this light does not look great lighting a backdrop, okay? So this is purely an effects light, and it is priced really well. But this is the kind of thing that you're not going to get multi-use out of. It's not going to uplight or backlight something. It is purely a, you know, behind the band or above in the ceiling visual effects light. And it looks really cool, and it offers a great price. And so far, I like what I see as we unbox it. As it runs for a minute, the fan stays consistent. It's at the same level. Sometimes fans, when they're variable speed, the way we like them, cheaper variable speed fans, sometimes as they slow and speed up, they get some really, they just hit some frequencies that really stick out. This fan sounds like it has plenty of airflow, so it's not like peaky at any one frequency that really sticks out. It's just kind of an overall whirring sound. And again, as I mentioned, you can hear it when you're at the back of the unit because that's where the fan is. When you turn it around and you're on the front side, the level of the fan is really diminished. It's really, really quiet. Okay, and so I like to highlight that as well. But you can see here on me even, you know, like I mentioned, this is not an uplight unit. It's not going to uplight a wall well, but that's not its purpose. So if you like this video, if you're interested more in this fixture, check out here the review video, which I'm going to go shoot next. Going to have lots of info and details there. And then go ahead over to LearnStageLightingGear.com. If you're looking to buy any lighting gear, whether it's this light or anything else from any of the major brands, we've got it. We can get it for you, and we want to get you a personalized price. So head over to LearnStage Lighting Gear. Let us know what you're looking for. We'll get you a personalized quote. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.